Well, like every other resident of Texas, this time of year, I would break into a sweat, not just being outside, but when I got the electricity bill. It was one of those things where, wow, now with VPP Texas, I don't want to say sitting pretty, but we're sitting relaxed. And it's one of those things that we have peace of mind, both from a cost perspective for what our energy costs are, and for the protection of having 2 battery packs outside to back up our power in the event of an emergency. The power goes out by some accident or lightning or something else from our provider. I found it hard to believe that this kind of thing could exist. It took a very, very creative mind and entrepreneurial state of mind, and I love entrepreneurs, given the companies that I've worked with. All those were entrepreneurial. But when I heard about it, I thought, wow, okay, gotta hear more, gotta hear more, gotta hear more. And each and every step, each and every question was answered in full, from here to here, from start to finish. And I was in love. One of the great things about your team is there's a cohesive, focused, a bit of attention on the customer. Keeping the customer, keeping me, my wife, informed every step of the way about what has to happen, when it's going to happen, what to expect when it happens. So there were no blind sides to this at all. And I thought that was pretty amazing, given the complexity of what VPP Texas has to go through to get this product delivered to the homeowner. We certainly expect, again, that it's going to save us money, and selfishly or not, that's a key factor. The other thing is being able to feed back into the grid, and we feel that that's kind of a duty for us to either A, not use as much electricity, or to be able to put something back. We think that's very important. But those were the key things. But the detail with which the program was presented was very clear. There was no gray area. It was all black and white, very well put together and presented. We felt very, very comfortable. Our energy situation now, compared to what it was 6 months ago, is 180 degrees. It's amazing. We feel really good about participating in something that isn't going to take as much of the resources from the ground or from customers that may not be able to afford this. They're getting subsidized energy. I think this is a great thing for people to be able to pay back. So I'm kind of psyched about this. In the long run, certainly. In the short run, it's saving money. I would think that literally everybody up and down the street, all around the neighborhood, is in the same position. You want to save costs. You want to make sure that you're doing the right thing. This gives you the opportunity to have no cash outlay and be able to get something that is worth tens of thousands of dollars, not just from not paying for it directly, but for getting that in return by saving electricity. Professional. You can tell when somebody's professional, they're confident about their product, what it has to offer. They know the product, which for me, if somebody comes in and they stumble around and they don't really know this or know that, that's kind of a red flag to me. Your team knew exactly what was provided. They knew exactly what was going to happen. Every step of the way, every person I dealt with VPP Texas was the consummate professional. And they kept us up to date, phone calls, texts, often to get information from us, provide them with information, and tell us the next steps in the process, because there are permits that you have to file with the city, and permits, I guess, the electrical company to tell them what's going to happen. And each and every step was clearly illustrated to us in advance. No surprises. I can say one thing, and this happened accidentally. We had a power failure. And while the internet stayed on, because that's hooked to our system, my computer stayed on because they're on battery backup, but the refrigerator stayed on. And if you think about what in the house would be a great loss from having power out for an indeterminate amount of time. It's the refrigerator. All the food in there is worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So we didn't bat an eye and didn't break a sweat either. So I think for me, having the extra money that I'm not paying to the utility company, could do a little more traveling, and my wife, we could go out for vacations a little more often. But I guess the key is peace of mind, knowing we've got cutting edge technology right up there and in the garage where the battery packs are, and we're participating in the future. And I think to me, that's exciting, because having worked where I've worked in some really super high-tech companies, one of which was Google, it's my vibe, and I really, really like that. That's a no-brainer. Yeah, I will be an evangelist for this program. Talked to my neighbor across the way. He said, "Hey, I see your panels are up," and I went, "Yeah." I said, "And the prices are down." So our electricity is being cut quite a bit. So I think he's going to be a candidate for it as well.
I saw that you had the Sonnen app. Can you show us the app and just how you use it?
It works on phones, it works on Android tablets, which this is, being an ex-Googler, and also on iPads. So my wife can tell where we are. I can, certainly. But for us, this is really, really a great thing. I promise you, your utility company will not give you an application like this to let you know every step of the way how much power you're generating, what it does, where you are, and as far as power production yourself. We have a power plant upstairs, and this kind of helps me keep track of it.